I can't go one day without jerking off. It's it just kills me. It really kills me because I hate this addiction. I really have been working hard to get rid of it, but I just know I haven't been working hard enough at the same time. You know, I I always tell myself that, listen, I'm gonna get rid of this addiction. I'm gonna this is gonna be the year that porn doesn't have me on a chokehold. But I just keep slipping up. But at the same time, I know I just know that there's more I can be doing. For example, I am always on my phone in my bed, especially at night. And I know that if I put the intention of not being on my phone at night, if I just put it aside, I put it in, let's say, the bathroom, I put my phone somewhere that's not near me at night, I could drastically improve this addiction. I could drastically improve me being away from porn, not gooning, any of these things. But I don't. Instead, I'm so glued to my phone. I watch YouTube videos, I scroll, and that just reinforces this loop, because you know how Instagram is nowadays. Instagram, you be scrolling, you be seeing all these ads, you be seeing all these girls who are trying to promote their OF, and yeah, it's tough, and I've actually done pretty well at trying to hit not interested in that, so I haven't been getting that at all for like the past month. But then at the same time, you go on YouTube and it's like they know. I feel like your phone, they know exactly what you're looking up on the internet. So when you watch, that stuff, you get ads of certain shit, and then after, it just reinforces this, and it's like, I feel like this whole world is just lust, is just filled with lust, and that's another video, that's another topic for another video. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say, it's hard for us. It's hard for a brother out here. If you can relate to what I'm saying and you're going through this addiction as well, you can relate. Lust is tough. Lust is tough to get rid of, especially when you've gotten exposed to it at such a young age. It's such an evil thing. I was 13 years old when I first stumbled across porn, and ever since then I've been addicted. It's been over 10 years. And this is the case for so many guys, and I always thought I was alone. But then I started seeing these videos of NoFap. I started seeing people open up about their experiences, and it's relieving. It's relieving. But at the same time, it goes to show how society, like, what is it? It just goes to show how fucked up society really is, because porn, like, they profit off of you watching this shit. The porn industry wants you to keep watching, keep coming back, and wants you to keep just destroying yourself. They want you to destroy your marriage. They're contributing to you, like, looking at other girls in a relationship. They're contributing to you fucking up shit in your life, losing focus, destroying your body, destroying your morality. Because let's be real, you don't want to have this addiction. A lot of people will cope and say that, "Hey, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't care. It's just porn." But bro, most people, a lot of people as well don't want this addiction. A lot of people would rather be healthy, would rather not do this, because it does something to you. It's not just sexual, it does something to your soul. When you're done, you're just laying there thinking, wow, what did I just do? You feel disgusting. You're looking at the ceiling, just wondering, what the fuck did I just do with my life? And it does something. Like, for me, that's always been the case, and I've been addicted for so long. I don't know, maybe there's people who are watching who are like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. But for me, if you relate to that, then you know that feeling, that fucking gut feeling, and that's that feeling you get in your stomach. It's just like, fuck, what did I just do? Post nut clarity, as they say. But it's tough. It's tough. And as I said, I know exactly what I need to do to get rid of this addiction, but man, it's fucking hard. It's hard. It's hard. And this video isn't meant to be like me kind of just like putting myself down, saying, oh yeah, man, like porn. No, it's meant to kind of just like a video journal, because I know that one day I'll get rid of this addiction. I have hope that one day I'll go however many days without watching porn, and I'll look back at this video and be like, wow, this guy was down bad, but now he's good. And that's kind of why I created this channel. I created this channel last year so that I could kind of document my journey on getting rid of porn. And it's been over a year and I'm still addicted to porn, but it's kind of been on and off. Last year I went 60 days. I actually documented it. I went 60 days without doing it, and it was good. I felt amazing, but then a lot happened. I went through a breakup. I was moving, transition fit, like a lot of things happened, and then after I slept back into it. And that's the thing is, I think this porn addiction, it eats at you when you're at your lowest. And recently I've been at my lowest, and it's been hard. It's been real hard, and I know that I'm capable of getting rid of this addiction, but man, it's tough. I know I've said that many times, but I just want to keep reinforcing that, because it's tough. This addiction is not something that should be taken lightly. And I'm genuinely thinking about getting like therapy or something, cognitive behavioral therapy, or even just porn addiction support groups or something, because man, this addiction, it's really ruining my life. It's ruining my self-image. It's ruining like just my energy levels, my focus. But more importantly, and I think this is the biggest con of porn, is it just destroys your view, your self-image. Like, as I said in other videos, you're conditioning your brain to be a cuck, and not only that, as I said, that feeling after you jerk off, and it's not even with someone, you're not even connecting with someone. And this is another topic, and I know I'm rambling, I'm going here and here, but porn fucks up relationships. And I don't care what anyone says. I know there's some people who might be in a relationship where they're saying, oh yeah, my partner doesn't care, I watch porn, my partner watches porn, and we have a healthy relationship, and that's fine. Go ahead, keep doing what you guys are doing, because that works for you. But for the vast majority of people, and I could say this for me, and I know I sound like a hypocrite saying this because I have a porn addiction, but for the vast majority of people, they don't want their partner looking at other people online, sexualizing over them, basically wishing that they can fuck them. That's like, most people, most men, most even women don't want that. They want to have sexual exclusivity. They want to be the only person in their partner's world where they can say, listen, like, this is the only person who, or no, I want to be the only person my partner finds attractive sexually, and yeah, I mean, that's what I want. I don't want my wife or my girlfriend looking at other people online saying, oh yeah, they're hot as shit, because that's literally what porn is. Porn is cheating. I believe that porn is cheating, and I know that's very hypocritical of me to say, because I have a porn addiction, but yeah, and porn has ruined relationships in the past for me. It's destroyed how I connect and show up for my partner sexually, and not only that, just in the relationship. It skews your idea of women. It makes you think that women are a certain way. It makes you think that they like this thing. It makes you think that they want when they really don't. I'm telling you, it's tough. It's really tough. And if you are going through this, just know that you do have hope. You will get rid of this. You will get rid of this addiction. I have hope. We all will. I will. You will. And I know it's hard right now. I know it seems like you can't do anything about it. I know right now you wish that you can just, snap your fingers and then the porn addiction will be gone. But just keep doing the work. Keep coming back to these videos. Keep improvising. Keep working to get rid of this addiction, because I'm telling you, you will get rid of it. It's just a matter of you putting in the work and improvising. Why did you relapse today? For example, for me, I relapsed 3 times, and I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna put my hand up and say I relapsed 3 times. But why did I relapse? I relapsed because I just have too much time on my hands. I relapsed because I just stay in bed and use my phone. I wake up, go on my phone. I go to sleep, go on my phone, and it's my phone, bro. I really gotta put some intention into not being around my phone that much, especially when I'm on my bed, because I know that's when I get the most triggers, but for you, it could be something else. Maybe you're using it as a stress relief. You have a long day, you come home and you just need to wind down and you watch porn. Instead, maybe you can journal. Instead, maybe you can go to the gym, do some cardio. Instead, maybe you can just do something, figure it out, but just constantly be proactive and working to get rid of this addiction, because I'm telling you, if you don't put some intention into getting rid of this addiction, it will fuck you over. It's fucked me over so many times. You know, I've thought that wasn't a big deal, but then it came to bite me in the back so many times. There's a reason why it's one of the 7 deadly sins. You know, it's really evil. And if you think about the porn industry as well, as I said, like, it's evil. They profit off of you destroying yourself, you know. But that being said, if you need some hope, just know that you got this, bro. You know, we're all in this together, and this is coming from someone who's still addicted, you know. And if you can relate to this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, because I will be making videos on my journey on getting rid of this addiction. You know, I'll constantly be making videos talking about days when I've relapsed, talking about, you know, the streaks when I do go on a streak. And I'll come back one day. I know I'm gonna make a video one day saying I'm clean, I'm free, I've gone however many days without it. I know I will. You know, mark my words. Come back to this video. But anyways, as I said, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.